And all at once they attacked the army of Musaylama. They pushed them back, as we mentioned before, until they arrived to their leading general Muhkam ibn Tufail. He was surrounded by his commandos. But Sahaba Rizwanullahi alayhim ajma'een, they jumped on him like eagles and they killed him. And when they killed him, so their muscles were broken. That the leading general in the battlefield, he got killed. So then they were withdrawing on their back. So they entered to the fortress where Musaylama was staying along with his commandos. And they closed the main gate. Got it? So Bara ibn Malik raziyallahu ta'ala an. And last night I told you that Bara ibn Malik raziyallahu ta'ala is the brother of Anas ibn Malik. So Bara ibn Malik said that, can you people, like 8-10 people, give me a jump up and throw me on the wall inside the fortress? Got it? He said, do that. I don't care if my bones are broken. At least I will approach the main gate and open it for you people. Got it? So they say, what he says. Got it? He said, for God's sake, please. Yes, he literally, he said, for God's sake, please, pick me up and throw me inside. So then they picked him up and they threw him to the other side. And he opened the gate and the Muslims entered. But inside the fortress, Musaylama was stuck on his place. He was a Khabith shaitan. He, along with his commandos, they were fighting very wholeheartedly. So now, Sayyidina Khalid bin Walid raziyallahu ta'ala an, he was a good planner. Yes. Khalid, that what a Britisher, he has written a book on Khalid. He is not a Muslim. He has written the unique general of the world. The unique general of the world. So unique general, he planned that every tribe has a different flag. That was color. We call it in army, they are called color. Yes, color of platoon number so, and platoon number so, and platoon number so. So now that's on platoon. At that time it was on tribes. That what's the color of Yusufzai tribe, what's the color of Popalzai tribe, what is the color of Nisar Ahmad tribe, and whatever. Yes, where he is, we have a flag for him, but he is not here. Yes. Got it? So Khalid bin Walid radiyallahu ta'ala anhu said, every tribe should fight alone under their own flag. So he put them to test and to competition. Yes, what a planning. He put them to work. Because combined together, nobody knows which tribe is fighting good. But when it comes to competition, then everybody is showing his muscles. So he said that every tribe should separate under their own flag. And they should go ahead and fight. So they started that fight, but still Musaylama was holding a station. So now Khalid bin Walid radiyallahu ta'ala said, if this idol is not killed, so these people to be defeated, that is very difficult. This is their but, this is their sanam, this is their idol, Musaylama. So he must be killed before. Got it? So Khalid himself, he came out. And in fighting, he was trying to approach Musaylama. So he approached him. So he said to him that come to Islam and say La ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah. Got it? And in such like talk, because when you get someone involved in talk, so he is not thinking that he will attack me. Got it? So he got him involved in talk, and right away he attacked his whole group. Got it? And thus they started running. Got it? So now Khalid bin Walid radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he shouted on Muslim that be a man and attack. So they attacked. There was no way for Murtaddeen but to run away. So his own people called on Musaylama that, Ya Nabi Allah, oh the Prophet of Allah, because he claimed to be the Prophet, that, oh the Prophet of Allah, وَعَدْتَنَا أَنَّسْ مِنَ السَّمَاءِ, you have told us that when we will start fighting, help from the heaven will come. Allah will send a help for us. So where is that help? He said that leave help. Whosoever can save himself, just run. Yes. This is a good help. You have to run away. Got it? And that was the time when Wahshi ibn Harb radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he was looking for an opportunity. So he was expert in hitting the target from far with the lance or the spear. Got it? Like this. Yes. He was expert on that. Got it? So he said, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. The big kafir is there. Yes. And he threw it towards him. And Musaylama fell down. So an Ansari Sahabi, he was standing close by, he came forward and he cut his head. Now Wahshi ibn Harb radiallahu ta'ala, he was Abyssinian. Yes, black complexion, because he was liberated slave. Unfortunately, with this African people, the whole world they did wrong to them. Their history is full of zulm. Yes, that they were Mazlumeen. So Wahshi ibn Harb radiallahu ta'ala an, as he hit, so there from the army of Musaylama, somebody shouted that a black man killed the chief. When they heard it, Ya subhanallah, then they were unable to fight and to counter the attack. 10,000 Murtaddeen got killed inside the fortress. How many? 10,000. The very famous historian in Islam, Mu'arrikh Tabari. Wait, Mu'arrikh Tabari. He has written all these details. Tabari is a very big Mu'arrikh. Tarikh Tabari is a very famous book in a few volumes. Khalid bin Walid radiallahu ta'ala came forward to recognize Musaylama, that actually Musaylama is hit or somebody else. So with him there was Maja'a. So Maja'a, he recognized, he said, yes, Amir, he is. In this battle, hundreds of Muslims also got martyred. Now Sayyidina Khalid radiallahu ta'ala an, he sent a delegation from the same tribe of Banu Hanifa, so Musaylama tribe. He sent a delegation to Medina along with his own messenger or representative to tell Abu Bakr radiallahu ta'ala an that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us the victory. So in only 9 months, all these fitnas were crushed by Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala an. And these fitnas were spreaded from Bahrain to Oman. Where? From Bahrain to Oman. So that is a big area. Nowadays, these are 3 countries: Bahrain, Oman, and Yemen. Bahrain, Oman, and Yemen. So this area was full of fitnas. Abu Bakr cleared it, radiallahu ta'ala an. Now, here is a point. All over the world, there is a known rule that anyone who is living in a state and he is the citizen, So he must be faithful to the state concerned. He must be faithful to the state concerned. And if somebody, he will commit high treason, so all over the world there is only one punishment, and that is execution. Got it? Now, Islam in itself is considered like a state. Islam itself is considered like a state. So you say Islam is a state? We say yes. Yes. Do you know that all over the world, Palestine, they have their own representative and their own ambassador in every country? Say yes. In UNO, they have their own representative. Otherwise, basically, that is a non-state entity. Now they have a little bit portion. Yes, but before this, they were recognized as a state, but they did not have a piece of land in their control, legally. You know what I'm saying? So that is called non-state entity. What is it called? Non-state entity, but they are dealt like a state. Now Islam itself is like a state. And then Islamic State, its constitution is Islam itself. So here a double faithfulness is needed. To Islamic country, a double faithfulness is needed. Number one, to Islam as a religion. Number two, to Islam as a constitution of the country concerned. Got it? So now if somebody accepted the citizenship of that state, mean Islam, not Dar Islam, mean Islam only, because I told you that consider it like a state. And then he denounces that. So that is considered high treason. That's considered high treason. And that's why for murtad or apostate, the punishment is execution. Man baddala deenahu faqtuluhu. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, who changed his deen, mean denounced Islam, so then kill him. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that as-sariqu was-sariqatu faqta'u aydiyahuma az-zaniyatu waz-zani fajlidu kulla wahidin minhuma mi'ata jalda. Got it? That who committed theft, cut his hand. Who committed zina, stone him to death or give him 100 lashes. Depend, married or unmarried. Got it? Or who killed intentionally. Ya ayyuhal ladhina amanu kutiba alaykumul qisasu fil qatla. So qisas and retribution. So now that is the order. But that is an order for me to kill someone who killed somebody else. Say, or for individuals, or for groups, or that's for states. For state. So same is the case of murtad as well. Like as the qatil or the zani or the sariq must be taken to a court of law and due process. If that is proven on him, then the judge concerned, he has the right to decree. Same is the case of a murtad. Got it? Otherwise, that will be an iftiyat. Everywhere there will be gangs, and everybody will be killing other. Became murtad. Yes. Otherwise, he will be having with him some dispute, 1 acre or 2 acre, but he will kill him. He became murtad. Got it? So that will be what? A turmoil. That will be what? A turmoil. This is the case of what? State. The case of what? The state. And number two, proper adjudication. What? Proper adjudication. Then, if somebody is proven in a court of law through due process that he has become murtad, so according to Jumhur, Imam Malik, Imam Shafi, and Ahmad ibn Hanbal, he must be given 3 days and night for thinking. That what do you think? That punishment for denouncing Islam is execution. If you have any doubt about Islam, tell us, what is that? Why you denounced it? Maybe somebody based on a doubt, he denounced Islam. May Allah forgive and forbid, may Allah forgive and forbid, may Allah forgive and forbid. Got it? So 3 days and 3 nights. That is must according to Jamhur. But according to Abu Hanifa, that is optional. If the court want, so court can give him some time. Got it? And number 2, to declare someone as a murtad, that is not an easy job. That somebody will say something, and Imam Sarakhsi and Allama Shami in Raddul Mukhtar, they both have related from Abu Hanifa rahmatullahi alayh that if somebody has 99 wujuh and reason for kufr and one for Islam, you should not declare him as a murtad. Got it? Try to convince him. Try to convince him. That's why Maulana Sana'ullah Rasari called him Imam al-Muhtatin, that he was the careful Imam. And in brief, because he was not giving fatwa of kufr on people very easily. Who? Imam Abu Hanifa, rahmatullahi alayh. So Qazi Abu Yusuf asked him that, Imam, how a person will become kafir? Got it? So Imam rahmatullahi alayh posed a question to Abu Yusuf, that Abu Yusuf, he said, yes, how a person will become Muslim? So he said, with La ilaha illallah and believing in the basic beliefs. Believing in the basic beliefs. So he said that as long as he has not denied the basic beliefs, or as long as he himself not admitted that I am not a Muslim, so you cannot declare him a non-Muslim. What a careful man he was. Got it? So he closed this door of fitna, that people, for minute reason, they will be doing takfir. He is a kafir and he is a kafir and he is a kafir. So he is Muslim. Who is Muslim then? Maulana Yusuf? Yes. Got it? Yes. Or not it? Got it or not it? Got it. Okay. Now, the Munkirin zakat, who said that we are not going to pay zakat, they had a ta'wil. Yes, they had a ta'wil. وَلَا يُكَفَّرُ أَهْلُ التَّعْوِيلِ. Imam Abu Hanifa says, وَلَا يُكَفَّرُ أَهْلُ التَّعْوِيلِ. Someone who has his own interpretation for something. His own interpretation for something. So he should not be declared as a kafir. Got it? And that's why we call them Zal. What? Zal. He has gone astray. He has gone astray. But we don't say that he is a kafir. We say that he is muqtadi'. He is doing bid'ah. But we don't call him a kafir. Now those who were actually murtad at that time, so they had not accepted Islam wholeheartedly. They only pretended to have their portion in ghanima. To have their portion in ghanima. Or to save themselves from their own tribes. As Allah says in Surah Hujurat, قَالَتِ الْأَعْرَابُ آمَنَّا. That the Bedouin said, we believed. Qul, say, O Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, lam tu'minu, you have not believed. Walakin qulu aslamna, but say we pretended Islam. Say, so these murtaddeen in the time of Rasulullah, they pretended Islam only. Got it? Now, one reservation, not objection, that then why Abu Bakr radiallahu ta'ala, he fought against those who refused to pay zakat, if they were not kafir or they were not murtad. Got it? So number one, that was to establish the writ of the government. To establish what? The writ of the state. Otherwise that will create a turmoil. This group will deny one thing, that group will deny another thing, that group will deny another thing, so they will be gangsters. So where will be the state? Got it? And number two, Abu Bakr had a fear that next step, they will refuse deen as well. So I have to bring them back to deen. Got it? Now the next chapter is the expedition of Iraq, which is the much more important in the time of Abu Bakr radiyallahu ta'ala an, wa sallallahu ta'ala ala khairi khalqi Muhammadin wa alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Professor